Okay, quick special video today. I'll get right to the point. This one, saw something on Reddit, had to do a video on it, and it kind of reminds me of something I was talking about a few months ago about the certain character that we've all been talking about forever. I had kind of a little bit of fun with it, so let me show you this silly thing I did on YouTube about it real quick. I think he's just gonna be like
Somebody with power. There was somebody who was capable of tracking us to New York.
the
If he comes up for anything, please get rid of me.
First thing I learned on the job, you know what it was? How to spot a murderer.
Tell me you got the.
I think the Cyclops is gonna be the who's this jokester?
He mentioned Kaiser Soze.
The Kaiser Soze of Marvel Strike Force.
Who?
I think the Cyclops is gonna be the Kaiser Soze of Marvel Strike Force. Bring me WolverThor! So, I did that on this YouTube video I did. I don't know, it was a while. It looks like August sometime. I was just kind of joking around about how he's not coming and blah, 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 blah. So, and everyone keeps asking, well, what's up? What's up with the Kaiser Soze of Marvel Strike Force? So, and then on Reddit today. Now, total disclaimer here. This post is a rumor. 100% rumor. There's no inside information here that I have. I'm basing this on what I'm reading off of Reddit. So it says, Cyclops Legendary Unlock Rumor. And this is posted by Dismal Content, who, if you are unaware, is part of the Pants of Hulk alliance. So, you know, smart, good player, probably, you know, knows some things. But anyway, so what's he say here? I've been hearing that Cyclops will be unlocked with 5 Inhuman characters. Okay, that, you know, you assumed he'd be something, but wait a minute, so that means he's legendary. It's like, okay, I personally thought he'd probably be a milestone character at some point, but okay. Especially given it's been so long and now Black Bolt has more higher stats than him, unless they being Fox Next, adjust them. But additionally to those 5 Inhumans, at 6-star in a legendary event in late February. So basically 2 months, just under 2 months. So it's like, oh, okay, so 5 Inhumans, and we'll go over Inhumans in game in a minute, but at the wonderful 6-star level, which, if we don't recall, but the community seemed to be pretty excited about that when it was with Phoenix. So I'm pretty interested to see what the community thinks about it now being for Cyclops, because, you know, Phoenix was this super strong character, so it was justified that she was at 6-star. So, you know, Cyclops' kit seemed to be pretty awesome back in the day when he was first being announced. We'll see exactly how this is necessarily justified, if this in fact is true. The rumor that looks like Dismal's trying to been figured out is if Black Bolt might be necessary. And his speculation on, or his or her speculation on this is one of 3 things: that Black Bolt's actually required, or the event has Minerva, Ultron, etc. to make it much harder without using Black Bolt, and that Inhumans won't be fully out or impossible to farm, so 6-star Black Bolt might be more possible than a 6-star Karnak, Crystal, or Yo-Yo. He or she says, thought I'd share before Inhuman offers drop this time, and while you still have time to push Black Bolt if you so choose. Then he's got a link to a Discord there, and it's, you know, we won't go through the comments quite yet. So this is interesting. First, before we get into it, let's look at what Inhumans are in the game right now. All right, so we're scrolling here, and we get to here and click Inhumans. All right, so there's 4 potential Inhumans in game right now. 2 of which you can't get. So you've got Miss Marvel, Quake, and then eventually Legendary Black Bolt, which, again, we'll get to that in a second, and Yo-Yo, who's not available yet, but she'll be Blitz, and probably not super easy to get 6-star, but, you know, possible. Through purchasing of orbs, blitzing hard, you'll probably be able to get her at 6-star if you spend some money. Black Bolt, which I just did a video about the other day, he is difficult to get because what do you need to get for Black Bolts? Asgardians. How long have they been around? Some of them not for very long. So people are typically struggling with Hela and Sif. So me, everything I say in this video is, again, not necessarily related to me, because as you can see here, I am actually lucky enough to get a 6-star Black Bolt because I had spent some money on Hela and Sif. Well, really, I got the original orbs, and then I opened a bunch of Sif orbs with cores that I had saved for Arena forever. And then I dropped the $30 for the Hela 50 shard because I knew that I needed to get the 6-star. So I just went ahead and did it, and then opened up 4 or 5 final orbs with cores to get Sif to 6-star. So I'm okay here. So jumping back to the Inhumans, you know, so in theory, I could get my Black Bolt at 6-star. So I have 3 already at 6-star, and then Yo-Yo. But then there's 2 more Inhumans, Crystal and Karnak, that are not quite yet in the game yet. And we don't know how they're going to be in the game. Who knows? It could be blitzes. It could be cash offers. It could be all kinds of crazy different stuff. But it's very interesting to me that they're releasing a character potentially behind a paid-walled legendary character that people were already a little upset about how they would get them. Because if you're not aware, you know, Black Bolt, people are pushing back quite a bit on this, where they're just saying, hey, you know, I spent money and I'm not going to unlock Black Bolt. You know, I spent $200, $300, and I'm not going to unlock Black Bolt. You really had to make sure you spent money and got lucky with some of the orbs and blitzed hard to be able to get Black Bolt. That's what it comes down to. I've spent some money, and I blitzed hard, and I had to use cores. So, you know, it's I don't know. I could see where people are going to be really upset about this, meaning the Black Bolt thing, and just their inability to get him first thing. So now, jumping back to Reddit, it seems that Fox Next could be potentially doubling down on this Black Bolt legendary, because Cyclops was originally just touted as this great tune, super high stats, going to be this great kit, you know, just dominate everything. But then he just, you know, sat around forever. It's probably been 6+ months since he's even been, the artwork was for him in the game. And then Black Bolt stats are currently showing us higher based on MSF.gg. So it's like, unless they up Cyclops again, he's a little less exciting than he once was. He still could be great. I don't know. But anyway, so to Cyclops. So it's 5 Inhumans, 4 of which are in-game, 2 of which easy to get, Quake and Miss Marvel, so that's fine. Well, I think most people probably have them at 7 stars. There's an in-game calendar for Quake right now if you don't. But then it's Black Bolt, which most people won't get, let alone get it 6-star. So let's take him off the board for a second. And then it's Yo-Yo, Karnak, and Crystal. So you've got 3 new characters coming into the game to potentially get Cyclops. So that means money, blitz. So if this is true, I would plan accordingly. If Cyclops is going to be as good as he said. Now, I'm not going to freak out about this quite yet, but I could absolutely see where people would be freaked out. Freaked out meaning like upset, where they're going, really? Really? I mentioned this to somebody in my alliance real quickly, and their first comment was, so it's time to quit. And I'm like, ugh, nah, I mean, I hope not. You know, it's like, but I get the frustration. Let's just refresh this real quick and kind of scroll to see what people are saying, because I'm curious, you know, where it's like, what are people saying here? There's only 23 comments so far. Get legendaries hard. The trend that they're establishing is concerning. If you can't unlock Black Bolt, I'm not bitter. I understand. They need to make money. But I do have a problem with them making it so you can only get characters if you spend $150+ and devote 2 weeks of your life to this game. I think that's fair. For Black Bolt, you made it so you actually had to spend money on a character. They're talking to each other. And we don't want to place bets on how long before they change requirements. Who knows? You know, that I'm not sure that they'll change it. This is dumb. Dreadful idea. So it leans towards true. Whenever I'm about to do something, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? And if the answer is yes, I do nots crossed off, do that thing. Great Office quote there. If I recall correctly, this would be the first time that a legendary would be required to unlock another legendary. Nowhere close to unlocking Black Bolt. This would put 2 legendaries out of reach for the foreseeable future. This person mentions that you could have Karnak, Crystal, and Yo-Yo. Better tighten up. I'm really hoping this is incorrect. The amount of rage I feel reading this is at a level I can't quite comprehend. I'm mad, and I bet it's 100% true. Foxnex would literally do this. I bought both offers for all new Asgardians, yet I still will not get Black Bolt. And this is the part that people are really upset about. If you bought both offers for the new Asgardians and you still can't unlock someone, that's kind of messed up to me. Guess who is going free to play and not spending a dime because of this event? What about Beast? Black Bolt paywall is bad enough. Now this sucks. Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character. It'll be at least a year before I can get him. Hey, let's, in quotes, I'm assuming this is just said in jest. Hey, let's do one of the most unfriendly legendary events yet, and then make that legendary a requirement for yet another unfriendly legendary. Foxnex just keeps trying to outdo themselves. The last post here, I completely understand the frustration with the Black Bolt release, not arguing that. My one thought, though, is that people freaking out about a legendary requiring another legendary must have never played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. They have multiple legendaries that require other 7-star legendaries. It's the natural progression of the game in my mind. So I'd say mostly people upset, with the exception of this last poster here and some other general comments. I admit that, again, I'm trying to put myself in a position of not being able to do this. You know, I'm all for a pay-to-win aspect to an extent. You know, give the people who pay money an ability to gain an advantage. I'm cool with that. They need to have those type of things to be able to get these things to work. This one, you're already kind of feeling bad about the Black Bolt thing, and now, if this is true, you kind of start feeling bad about that too. So I could see where people are upset about this. I don't blame them. Foxnex, if you're really considering this, given the state of the game right now, I'm not sure that you should do this. There's a lot of upset people with the amount of time it takes to play this game, that their effort basically gets them nowhere, and people are quitting in droves. So you've got the metrics, I don't. I'm only seeing this based on needing to recruit for my alliance basically every single week because people quitting, not because they're leaving the alliance. So I don't know. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I don't think this is a good idea. So that's my my comment for the day. What do you guys think? Bad idea, good idea? Foxnex being Foxnex. You think it's just a rumor? It's not likely to be true? I don't know. You tell me. So appreciate you stopping by. Hammer down on all the things. Share with your friends, alliance mates, etc. And can't wait to see you again. Take care.